Yo, new videos. Yo, what's up? What's up? What is up? What is up? What is up? Bros, no. I meant to put 9:30. Ha ha ha. I overslept. Oopsies. Oopsies. Oopsie doopsies. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Hello, everybody. Come on. That haircut go crazy. I thank you. Go crazy in a good way or in a bad way? How long are you gonna stream for? However long it takes for us to discuss everything about Dragons Rising. It depends. Hold up, this is a spoiler discuss. We gotta just also make sure, has everyone here watched Dragons Rising season 3? Because if you have not watched Dragons Rising season 3, you should not watch the stream, because we are gonna get into spoilers right away. Taco's almost balding. Unfortunate, yes. That's why I went this short, I gotta get used to the balding. Actually though, the barber, I like halfway through the haircut, I was like, wait, I probably don't want anything off the top. And I didn't say anything, and so he started cutting off the top, and I was like, okay, it's fine. And then I saw it, I was like, oh, it's just a tad short. Anyways, my room's a mess. It's a mess. Okay. I'm just gonna say it. Because it needs to be said. I will admit, I miss doing reactions, guys. I do. I wish I did it for season 1, and I wish I did it for season 2. And I don't wish I did it for season 3. Because technically, I did react to season 3. Now, I'll say it off the bat here, right here and now. I will probably never do like reactions on like the channel in terms of like on the public main channel, I guess. Because I like I said, I do want to move away from that content. But I will and can do it for members only, because I have not given the members any content, and so I think it makes sense to have the reactions be exclusive if I don't want to do reactions. If that makes sense. Does that make sense? Does my logic make sense? Probably not. I just don't want to do reactions in this sense. Like, I want to do them, but also I don't want that content to be the main content that people want to watch. And especially because a lot of people, when they come and watch the reactions, it's just to watch the episode. So it's like, I don't want my subscribers being flooded with people that are just like, I just want to watch the episode. Shut up, stop talking. You know? Why are you talking? I'm like, bro, that's what the reaction is for. I'm not just gonna sit there and be like, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm not here to be like, if you want to watch reactions, become a member. No, I'm just saying that kind of content's going to be on there. So, if that's really what you want, if like genuinely you reacting content is what you want, it will be on there from then on. Who knows? Dragons Rising could end with season 3 and be like, oh well. But what was I saying? I think moving forward, I will react to Ninjago again, but it will only be on there for now, forever. Yeah. That kind of content is to be really paid to view. It's not your first creative, fulfilling choice or something. No, it's not like I like doing it because like I'm gonna be honest. When I was doing it, I was like, damn, this is fun. I had fun doing this. But it's just like, it's such an easy way. Like, I could easily like upload that and like, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. Anyways, it's there. And you guys already know I don't really promote the members stuff anyway, so it's there. All of season 3 is there too. It's like this long video. I did see that. Netflix, you're on my hit list right now. Why the frick did you remove the Oni trilogy and Mid-Stylized and Seabound and The Island? That is very, very not good. But yeah, that's the haps. That's what's happening right now. So technically, yes, reactions are back, but only for members. They took the Oni trilogy, Seabound, and Crystallized. All the mid-seasons are gone. Thank God. We hear, boys and girls. Okay, so just to preface again, has everyone here watched Dragons Rising Season 3? I'm doing fine. I'm just tired. I woke up. I'm late. Oops. Actually, hold up. Before we even get started, watch this, guys. I think this is ready. It's not the best work I've done. It's actually didn't turn out the best. But if you say no, we're going to discuss anyways. I would just recommend not to be here. Anyways, I did Rapton's hairpiece. Basically, I did Rapton. I did... Wait, that doesn't sound wrong. Oh god, this hairpiece is stuck on there. I did a custom Rapton. Celebrate. I don't know. Yes. It's the Peacock themselves. They are trying to take Ninjago from us. Damn. I obviously did watch it if I have that nitro. Oh, true. Okay. My god, what did you do to your hair? The guy cut it too short. That's it. It's okay, guys. It'll grow back. I can officially say that Zane is still a fraud. You know who are bigger frauds, though? You guys have seen... I'm just gonna say... The Forbidden Frauds, dude. What the frick? Yes, we are gonna talk about Zane. Well, okay. If you guys... For the few people... I know there's a couple people who have watched the reaction. Literally, while I was watching that scene where Zane was doing another sacrifice... That scene literally took me out of it. It literally took me out of it. I was watching the scene, the music started playing, and I'm like, okay, great. We're doing another Zane sacrifice. Like, that music has lost all meaning and all impact at this point. Because we use it now literally every time Zane's gonna do something, like, heroic. And I'm just like, why? Why do we need to do this, you know? It's like, it was good the first time. It was whatever the second time. Which was, I guess, the second time was during Sons of Garmadon. It was okay then. The third time, there was a third time. The third time was in, I think, Crystallized, right? Was the third time in Crystallized? Or was it sometime else? No, the third time was for Pixel. And I think Secrets of the Forbidden Spinjitzu, when she was up against the Preeminent. And then this was the fourth time. And like, at this point, I'm like, bro, really? Like, really? I know nothing's gonna happen to him. Could we at least use like a different piece of music? Because that music, every time I hear that music now, I'm just like, oh, okay, cool. So that genuinely took me out of the episode. I was like, oh, okay. Zane is forever going to be used for unnecessary drama. Yeah, I mean, yes, but, like, just let's not use that music. That music has now been tainted by, like, a moment that was actually, like, at the time, like, holy shit, dude, you know? He maybe is on the box art because Doc confirmed there aren't any focus seasons, I guess. I do think perhaps that the scene was just for Dragons Rising only viewers, because I don't think Zane does anything like that till now in Dragons Rising. I mean, that's fair. I did like there was a moment. I think even in the reaction I mentioned, damn, if you only watched or only started with Dragons Rising, like I get it, but like for longtime viewers, like this is like, bro, really, this is like a shot in the heart, you know, not in the like oh say more in like a dive, you know. I won't be able to talk as much because I'm sculpting with clay. Oh, so my hands will be dirty. So yeah, nice. What are you sculpting? Very much enjoyed the reaction video. Let's go. Let's go. Actually, for you two, did you like how I did the like I displayed the episode? Because I think that was the best in my mind. That was the best way to do it. Now moving forward, let me know. Give me feedback. Isn't this season where they are supposed to fix Zane's character? I don't see any fixing. Um, let's talk about that. Zane, they didn't fix Zane. They just gave him Pixel, and fixed him. And then since that, he's like, oh my god, now I'm fulfilled. Like, I'm happy for him. I'm happy for Zane. I love Zane. And I love that Zane and Pixel are back together. But I felt nothing fixed also. I did feel like there was less of the I'm a robot now. Rah, 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 rah. The layout pissed me off a little. I mean, yeah, it has to be done that way though, unfortunately, but understandable. But enough that you could still like follow along, like what you're watching, right? Like it's still good in that sense. Yeah, yeah. The layout, yeah, yeah. Zane is easily is my least favorite now. Always debated between him and Jay, but man, the writers continue to do him dirty. I love how Aaron was saving Roz half the season. Yeah, it was inverted. Yes, yes. I thought of not inverting it, but I was like, no, this has to be the last piece to the puzzle. Maybe we'll see. We'll see in future. Maybe I won't invert it. Maybe I will. Who knows? The important thing is that you see what I'm reacting to. So Zane was kind of like at least we didn't have lines like my optic nerve system detected high levels of cringe. You know, at least we didn't get anything like that. Everything that Zane said seemed pretty in the realm of like what Zane typically would say, and stuff like, "Oh my god, I'm so happy to see you, Pixel." Like actually feeling emotion, which is like, I guess, hard for Zane to do now. You know, him being emotional. Like it's good that he's with Pixel, but like they really amped up. Like Zane, I'm so surprised that you're so emotional right now. It's like, what? Because I mean, I guess he's been a little not distant with Pixel not being there, but I don't know. And then what else? What else? The way I mean, I liked how they introduced the big Zane. It was good. Zane figure as of right now, the shirtless Zane figure as of right now is not canon. I did not get to see my sexy Zane in the nice, beautiful 1080p. At least you left the reaction as a better note with Dragons Rising Season 3, other than leaving it at crystallized. True. Yeah. Well, no, we'll continue. I'll probably continue on for the rest of Dragons Rising now. I might try to go back and do like not a watch, but a rewatch of Season 1 and 2. It won't be a reaction, but it'll just be like a commentary, like heavy commentary, just so that it could be out there in the public for members. They do have a lot of rebuilding characters for New Dragons Racing only viewers, so I'm not mad about it. I guess, yeah. It's not like that I'm mad about it. It's just kind of like whatever. So Zane was kind of like Pixel was good. I liked Pixel in this season for the littles that she had. Kai, I saw a lot of people like not liking Kai this much because he was like very jokey and like, I guess, yeah. I'll say this season was a little all over the place. The plot was kind of hard to follow, and it never really took its time. Maybe I gotta rewatch it because I've seen it once. I've seen it twice now, and I'm not gonna try to knock people down who like love this season. They're like, oh, this is the best season. Oh, this season was great. I thought this season was good. I think it was maybe on par with. I mean, I did say I liked it more than the season 2 part 2, but here I'm trying to understand. Here I'm gonna start off with what I liked about this season. And yes, this is only half of the season, so I'm not gonna like try to knock it down too much. So made Lord Roz an alcoholic dad, so it's 10 out of 10. So my take on this season is that I liked the actual story that was being told with Eren. So I liked how the focus was really shifted towards Eren, and the prismatic blade Thunderfang stuff was kind of more put back on the back burner, and that kind of just happened naturally, in the sense that on their quest to find Eren, they also started finding a prismatic blade and started learning about what the Forbidden Five were doing, as opposed to like episode 1, we learned what the Forbidden Five were trying to do, and now we are going to stop and try to do so. It kind of like blended in, kind of like together. Like halfway through the season, they're like, okay, we're looking for Eren, but wait, what? The Forbidden Five are doing this? We gotta stop them. Which it could be both a good and bad thing, because I know Lloyd wanted to find Eren. Well, I guess no, actually no, this works because in trying to find Eren, they were also trying to find the Forbidden Five, because they didn't know that they all got split up until like a little bit halfway, and then that's when they started also learning about the stuff that the Forbidden Five are doing. So that makes sense, because I was about to say no, Lloyd should have been focused on trying to find the Forbidden Five, but for all they knew, they were all together. So I like that aspect. The Forbidden Five were very disappointing this season. They had some moments, but they were very disappointing. Like, that stuff took the back burner, which in my mind is fine, because I liked how they more focused on Eren and like that character like progression for him, and then finding his parents and stuff like that. Yeah. Bro, Eren was having too much fun bullying Ross when he was a cripple. Yeah, a little bit. Shift some focus to Cole for once. The Cole's, yeah, it's fine. I mean, I would like to see him more, but it's fine. He's always being thrown into irrelevance for knowledge. I mean, yes, I would like to see Cole, but like, someone did bring up the fact that like not every ninja could be in the spotlight. Although it does feel like Cole's the one that's being shafted the most, as opposed to like the rest of the ninja. So I do get it in that aspect, but yeah, one of the ninjas does have to be like more put in the background. It is unfortunate that it's been Cole consistently every time. The Forbidden Five were so petty at the end. Instead of returning to the bodies, they go and disintegrate Thunderfang. Was that what that was? I couldn't understand that, because Thunderfang was defeated. Oh, so what the frick? Like, that's the way Thunderfang was defeated? Like, I don't know, dude. I don't. Like, I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. Like, how is it that defeated Thunderfang? Like, the souls, that little thing, potion, whatever, when it hit Thunderfang, allow all the souls in him to finally move on, which drained him from his power, thus killing him? Was that what that was? Forbidden Five were good until the last 2 episodes. They just got smoked. Lol. It helps souls move on, and all the souls left. Right. Where in Thunderfang gonna go after passing through the Spectral lands anyways? He feeds off souls, I guess. Right. Okay. So that's okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. I was like, okay, so all the souls in him have now moved on, and because when I saw it, I'm like, bro, that's crazy. You just okay, you're right, because a lot of stuff was like mentioned and dropped this season where I'm like, oh my god, where are we going with the future of Dragons Rising? Okay, Lucatoon. Hoping part 2 will elaborate more. And I think part 2 will elaborate more, because Thunderfang is obviously going to come back with that ending, where he freaking sucked Moro's soul, dude. I was like, no, Moro! Oh, God. Okay, so there's a lot to talk about here. One, frick. The Oni. We can talk about a little bit about the Oni and the dragon icons. Lloyd actually died from Thunderfang sucking. This is true. Well, now Thunderfang has literally checked into a soul buffet. They merged realms or cooked. Yeah, it's Freaky Friday. It's freaking Sunday. Okay, so, God, where was I going? Oni, dragon icons. Hello, hello. Thunderfang, soul sucking. Forbidden Five. Let's start right off with the Forbidden Five. So, the Forbidden Five are definitely coming back. Because their souls went up and probably went back to their bodies, just like Lloyd. So I wonder what their next goal is. Now that they were like, well, Thunderfang's not going to give us the power. Because if they were good to like conquer realms, or like the realm of the wildness without the second Thunderfang boost, like why do they feel the need to go back to Thunderfang to get more power from them? Well, I guess because it's emerged. Now all 16 realms are one. So they probably wanted more power to easier conquer the lands. So, who knows? I just hope the Thunderfang, the Forbidden Five, are actually good, better next season. Because honestly, I was expecting it. Like the moment that Thunderfang was like, "I'm gonna suck your souls now," it was kind of like, okay, yeah. Who didn't see that coming? Think about the population rise in Ninjago now. The population rise. You mean in the Departed Realm? All those souls. Oh yeah. Oh, true. Well, it depends on because all those souls were sucked. Because if you think about it, all those souls were sucked during the war between Oni and Dragon. So I think all those bodies have probably already passed to the Departed Realm. Like at this point, all those bodies, let's be real, have decomposed. And most of those souls were probably Oni souls too. So we'll touch upon that in a second because some people are saying some things. Is Kerr female or male? I can't tell because they sound female, but Doc said they were. I think they're female because the ninja keep calling them female. Thunderfang swallowed 5 red souls at the end. I don't know if he swallowed them. The Forbidden 5 went into his mouth for some reason. Did he still have Roz's dragon icon, or did he get that back at the end? I think he got that back. He got it back, yeah. I wish Thunderfang would keep the Forbidden 5 around instead of sucking their soul. I don't think did he suck them? I don't think he did. I think the Forbidden 5 just went pew! Dragonids are an interesting species. It's an odd that we didn't see the dragon hunters in the first realm. That's what I was concerned about. I'm like, are we not going to see the dragon hunters? Like, cool that these people were also here in the first realm. Oh, so, okay. Oh my god, there's so much to talk about. So the stuff with the first realm, like, okay, cool that we introduced a new species, but like, where are the dragon hunters? Is this really all there is to the first realm now? And what the frick was up with that dragon spinjitzu in the first realm? Like, Lloyd was saying, oh, it's a first realm thing. I get Lloyd never went to the first realm, but Kai should have been like, I mean, we've been here before, and this has never happened. So, they freaking better elaborate more on that, because I'm just like, okay, so now all of a sudden, I guess it's maybe because of the increased elemental energy in the world. That's probably why, and that's probably why these new powers keep rising. But if you're in the land of if you're in the first land, you get that dragon spinjitzu. The Forbidden 5 went into his mouth, and then he disintegrated. Yes, yeah. I don't know, because they did seem to be snoring in the end of episode 9. Okay, would that explain the lack of Oni in the first realm in season 9? You know, that could actually. Because there was Oni traveling across the realms to destroy them, there was also an insane amount of Oni that got sucked by Thunderfang. The Ninjago Islands are big. Like, pretty sure it was confirmed that the original island would have take 5 days to cross on foot. Oh, damn. It's a merged first lands thing, not the first realm thing. Yeah, yeah. The change in speech soon, whatever you would probably link to Cole feeling the ground screaming. Oh, that's also good. Yeah. So I think it would be the mountain part of the first realm. I'm surprised the Dragonids didn't sense that Lloyd is part Oni. Maybe. Maybe an Oni hasn't been like around long, like so long. They haven't seen like an Oni in such a long time that they've like kind of desensitized to feeling. Because I guess because not many other dragons have also feel like they sense that Lloyd is part dragon, but never Oni. Who's the gravestone if Errands are still alive? Probably just fake gravestones, and there's probably no bodies under it. But yeah, learning that Aaron, like, the fact also Wu's not okay. This is what I'm talking about. There's so much to talk about. Wu's not dead. Aaron's parents, like the jerk, like, oh, he's dead. They're dead. No, they're not. I was like, what the what? Oh, true. Well, the Dragonians did it, but like some dragons do. The ancient Oni warlords probably had their souls taken by Thunderfang. Oh. Okay, let me talk about the Oni. Okay, so this kind of goes into, well, who is Roz's master? So the question is now being asked: is Roz's master really the Source Dragon of Strength? Your Lucatoon is Roz confirmed. I'm starting to think not. I don't think the. Well, he has the he has the icon. So people are saying because this could be argued both ways. Because he has the icon, the whatchamacallit, the Source Dragon of Strength is his master. But also people are saying, well, because he has the icon, his master is not the Source Dragon of Strength. And let's explain. Yeah. Let's explain both, right? Without the context of Dragon's Rising Season 3 and Lord Roz having the dragon icon, one can argue yes, because he has the dragon icon, maybe the Source Dragon of Strength gave him the icon, and now he could be called upon at any time. And then Roz's master of Source Dragon of Strength could call upon him whenever he wants, which is why we have that moment in Season 2, Part 1, where he's like, you know, you need to do this, blah, blah, blah. That's probably it. Now, in terms of why he wouldn't be Roz's master, is because the line he said, there was a very specific line that he said, Imperium was not ready to contain 2 Source Dragons. Meaning that if he was going to summon the Source Dragon of Strength so that his energy could also be drained by Imperium, why would he do that to his master? You know, like, why, if he had that one and the what was that? Was that the Source Dragon of... What was that Source Dragon? The one in Imperium. It's not live. Is it energy? Is that one of the Source Dragons? What the frick? What are all the 7 Source Dragons? All 7 Source Dragons. Oh, it was energy. Yeah, okay. The Source Dragon of Energy. And I would have thought it would be mixed with the Departed and Curse. Oh, that's also true. Wait, did the Preeminent get bloody ripped apart? Oh, probably. Actually, oh god, that's kind of gruesome. He needs all 7 contained, but at 1 died. So how should he do it now when 1 died? He doesn't know that 1 died. Huh. Thunderfang also has a specific line that makes me think Strength is Roz's master. I think it's being Strength is a red herring. That's what I think. I think the Strength Source Dragon is a red. Okay. What's the specific line that you say? That Thunderfang says, Hexan? So I'll just go on continuing with the... So if Roz has the icon, because he wants all 7 to... Because at the end of the day, he also wants all 7 Source Dragons' power to, like, reset the merge. So I don't, like... because Roz sees the Source Dragons more as a tool to like for his own benefit, I don't think that the Source Dragon of Strength is Roz's master. Now it very well could be, and the Source Dragon of Strength could very well be like whatever, like F the Source Dragons, let's undo the merge and stuff. And Roz, you're gonna help me do it. That's why I don't think. So I'm now less convinced that the Source Dragon of Strength is Roz's master. Now, it very well could be, and I could be wrong. But I think I've jumped that bandwagon, and I do think now more. And this, okay, and this is what I was hoping for from the start. And I think this is where I want Dragons Rising to lead, and I'm probably setting myself up for disappointment, but I'll get to that in just a second. I'm a bit slow when it started, when it stated that one of the Source Dragons died. I can't remember. Yeah, it was in season 2, part 2, where the Source Dragon emotion was like talking about how the matriarchs died, and then even one of the Source Dragons died as well. Roz said they need power from all 7 Source Dragons, so probably poor Roz doesn't know that one of them is dead, so it will be quite a hard mission. The Source Dragon Sev wouldn't really be his master, I don't think, because he wants to reverse the merge, and strength is always with stuff like conquest, so if he were his master, he would be wanting control. Okay, that's another good reason. That strength is self-obsessed. Okay, he could always steal the motion icon from Lloyd, and he is. Thunderfang calls strength self-obsessed, and that's kind of been Roz's motto about strength this whole time. So, but that's going back to what Chrysalis was saying, is how that's probably the red herring. How strength has a lot of like what Roz's teachings are like, and their ideals go hand in hand. But again, so the Source Dragon's strength is a Source Dragon and is there to keep the peace. And even though he is self-obsessed, like maybe he understands his, but point is that I think going back to like who Roz's master is, I think it's gonna be, and I'm just gonna say an Oni. It's gonna be one of the Oni warlords. So, Aaron, are we allowed to talk about the set leaks here? We'll save it for later. We can, but we'll try not to. So the one who died, he has colors of Ryu, so I think Ryu is definitely one of the Source Dragons, at least is in a line to become one. Is Dragons Rising, that's probably, I mean, I think that's probably where Ryu's arc is headed. Is Dragons Rising confirmed for a certain amount of seasons? I don't think it is, as of now. We still also don't know what that Roz actually wants to reverse. No, I think Roz does want to reverse the merge. I think Roz... Does he? No, I think he does. I think he does. So no, though I don't think the Overlord has already been confirmed not to be the Roz. So I don't think, okay, I think one of the only warlords are Roz's master. And I think Dragons Rising dropped a little hint to something that I've wanted for a long time. Because ever since Dragons Rising Season 1 came out and the idea of the Source Dragons came out, I went on a whole ass tangent about, okay, if we have Source Dragons, we need an equivalent of the Oni because they're opposition and they had that whole war. And if freaking dragons had Source Dragons on their side and freaking Thunderfang, like, how did the Oni ever stand a chance against dragons in that war? Like, the Oni should have just been obliterated, right? So, with this small little hint of, like, talk of the Oni, I think Dragons Rising has the potential. And, honestly, if this is the case, like, I could freaking not forgive, but, like, I could honestly dismiss the fact that Overlord is no longer the endgame. I could be like, Overlord, hasta la vista, baby. And honestly, if we head towards like an Oni versus Dragon war again, like imagine that, like imagine, dude, because it's crazy. Okay, because it's crazy, right? Because now a lot of Oni have been released from Thunderfang, because a lot of the souls that Thunderfang sucked are Oni, right? Like the only souls that weren't Oni probably there might have been some dragon souls, maybe some of the Dragonians, and maybe some dragon hunters, depending how long they've been around in the first realm. But I'd say like about 95% of those souls were Oni souls. Maybe like 1% were dragons. Maybe along his way there were some dragons that tried stopping him. And then like obviously the Forbidden Five and Lloyd were like probably one of the few souls that weren't. Um, so that's a bunch of Oni souls being now released into the world. And so I think if this, like, my theory is that Dragon's Rising is leading towards an Oni versus Dragon war. And I hope it's not like, because think about how, like, how big the Serpentine War was for Ninjago. I think the Oni and the Dragon War was the big event. Well, it was the first event that happened in all of creation for Ninjago. So it was the Source Dragons creating the first realm, blah blah blah. Oni and Dragon, blah blah blah. And from that, first Ninjutsu Master was born. More realms were created, blah blah blah. So from the spawn of the war between the Oni and Dragon, allowed the other realms to be created and such and so forth. And maybe I don't. We still need to know why the realm with the merge was created because of freaking like Wood probably didn't start it. Like it probably happened because of like you probably tried preventing it. But I think it'd be crazy if we do go back to like an Oni and Dragon War. That like I think that would be like the ultimate endgame. Like we're back. That it makes sense too because the Source Dragon energy was also like I'll see you again at the next cycle. So what if like the Dragon and Oni War is the end of the cycle? Like that's how the cycle started, and that's how it's gonna end, and that's gonna be the big event that like kind of could reset and destroy the whole world. You know? Because I think, and then because going back to it, like what if the Oni warlords were imprisoned, right? And Thunderfang, like what if they were imprisoned by like the Source Dragons or like the Arc Dragons in the during the war, and then Thunderfang was like, "Nuh-uh, I'm gonna suck their souls and not let them live in prison," and so he sucks them, and then they're still like imprisoned, but their souls have been sucked. And now that Thunderfang has been defeated, the Oni warlords are back. Obviously, still trapped, and there has to be something that releases them. And now that's gonna unleash. Like I know the Oni wanted to conquer realm to realm to realm, but now that they're unleashed again, they could go on and full conquer because it's all now one realm. And then maybe we could also see more of the shape shifting abilities for the Oni. Anyways, there's a lot more I could unpack with that, but let me read some of what you guys are saying too. Ross lost his people in the merge, he says, so he don't want them back. That's true. And yeah, Overlord would not want to reverse the merge. Ross said in an episode because Overlord would also want to conquer all of Ninjago and all the realms. Ross said in episode 3 in season 3 that Ninja didn't save the world and he probably lost some people too. But who did he lose? Who did he lose? Do you think he had a family or friends or anyone? Maybe because at the same time I'm trying to think. I feel like Ross was like a bit of an outcast. So why does he care so much about his people? Or maybe he cared so much that he became the leader or something? What happened to Kalmar? Bro, Kalmar got eaten. Ross lost his people and all the dragon hunters went poof. Did they all just die or something? They might have. They all went. Also, crazy to think how the departed realm now, like, we have, like, actual death. Like, I really hope that's the case. Because, like, the departed realm is now, like, a crossway to, like, death. To who knows what. The sigh of relief I let out when the Thunderjet thing dragon drone attachment was a robot and not Overlord related was so powerful. I mean, I always knew it was gonna be like a drone. I never thought it was like anything related. Like the eyes were robotic. Maybe Wu caused the Dog White did say a bit ago to wait about 2 years when asked about if Ross could use chi, so maybe he'll try it to get a large amount about chi as a power source. 2 years? Damn, so Dragon's Rising is probably like going towards like, so if that counts this year, like a season 4, whew. Maybe Wu caused the merge to replace the dead Source Dragon. If anything can be created with a merge reverse, but the same is true to the causing the merge. So maybe he created Ryu. Oh, who created Ryu? Mid 2024, I think. So that would be for season 4, part 2. Yeah. 27? 26? Those souls, thanks to the elixir, moved on except Lloyd and the Forbidden Five. Yes. I don't think Thunderfang sucked the dragon souls. Even the Dragonians were at his side. And by the way, did you know Thunderfang is a patriarch? A patriarch to the Dragonians. Are they? Because if they were, why would they agree to keep Thunderfang sealed? Or maybe, I guess they didn't know. Maybe, I don't know. Imagine Oni Dragon War, that would go crazy. I'm telling you, that would go insane. The Oni Warlords were killed by Mistake. Was that confirmed? Were the Oni Warlords killed by Mistake? I know Mistake, like, got rid of some Oni in Ninjago, but I don't know if she got rid of the Oni Warlords. Gonna go crazy to think we already have 50 episodes of Dragon. That is, oh shoot, you're right. Can you show me your Destiny bounty, please? Not at this moment, no. I always watch the mock video. Isn't it implied that Roz's people were enslaved by the Forbidden Five? Yes, that was implied, yeah. I thought it implied that they killed them. Yeah, something like that. It's been a while since I watched season 2. Wait, what? Is it? Oh, yeah. The figures for 2026 were leaked. Are they real or fake? Because some of them look a bit Oni, like the villains. Thunderfang was in prison long before the Dragonian village. That what established also the village could have been misplaced because of the merge. True. Huh. True. Okay, fair. So, yeah, that's my little crackpot theory. I think what we're leading towards right now is an Oni and Dragon War. And I think that Roz's master is one of the Oni warlords. Possibly. Because who knows? Because we know the existence. Oh shoot, Garmadon could return. Something I wouldn't mind if they do the Oni Rising route is 3 Oni designs referencing the Oni masks. So, going back to that, I was literally about to talk about the Oni masks. Is that as of right now, we know of 3 Oni warlords, and there could have possibly been more Oni warlords. So the 3 Oni masks were from the Oni warlords, but only 3 of them. So that's what I'm saying, there could be more. But that's what I mean. There could have definitely been more Oni warlords. Not just, maybe like the 2, maybe there was 3 Oni warlords that went after the first Spinjitzu master to Ninjago, and she killed the other 2. Because I don't think there would be 3 Oni warlords. Maybe. I don't know. I hope they expand on this more, and I really do hope. So that's a possibility that they could return. I will probably not make a instruction manual for the bounty. But yeah, also even though Tommy implied it, I don't think I could take anything Tommy says anymore. I think Firstborn doesn't each reach the size of Fang's knees. Thunderfang's knees? Probably not. Probably not. Maybe up to the waist, but maybe not. Thunderfang is pretty huge. Thunderfang was almost like Source Dragon huge. Almost. Probably not, though. Maybe half. Did you see how many souls got free when Thunderfang got defeated? I mean, bro was definitely one of the strongest warriors of the dragon. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's why he thought he deserved to be a Source Dragon. Okay, the next thing we could talk about is Wu. Because I talked about the Oni Dragon War. Talk about Roz and the Dragon Icon. Thunderfang. Talked about Thunderfang and the Forbidden Five. What else was dropped? Aaron's parents not being dead. Like, when I saw the trailer, I was like, oh, his parents died. And I was right. But the fact that his parents aren't dead, that's going to be crazy, dude. The fact, when that is is when Eren is told that, his trust in Ross is just gonna go. You know, it's gonna be insane. That's gonna be great. I think right now Eren's character is going in a very good direction. Um, so that's that. Eren's Moro. We could talk a little bit about Moro and the Departed Realm. And Wu. So okay, Moro confirms that Wu is not dead. So Wu is just a floating spirit in the world, which is pretty good. So Wu is just like, what's up, guys? I'm a spirit. Ruz is so cooked when that happens. Oh, yes, he is. So, okay, so we have official confirmation that Wu's not dead. Because if he was dead, we would see... Moro would be like, yeah, I've seen Wu already. He's passed by. They implied another level of afterlife, which is insane. Well, I think the afterlife... I think before the merge, the Departed Realm was the afterlife. But now that the merge like created everything and also combined the Departed Realm and the Cursed Realm into one, like all those departed souls are now dead. Like dead. Like they go who knows where. So yeah, I'm okay with that. Because now it allows the possibility of like, okay, now people who are dead are actually dead and can't come back. That's where the first Ninja Master's big chillin'. Probably, yeah. Yeah, you're right. He probably was never in the Departed Realm. I think Wu is something like Moro, but somehow managed to avoid the Spectral Land, so he is dead, but not moved on. Okay. Okay, so he could be dead still, okay. How do you think the Dragonians will become spectral? That's a good question. I don't think we had that many Dragonian spectral figures, so that's... Huh. I don't know. How many realms out of the 17, yes, there are 17 realms, not 16, have been revealed? Well, I think there's 16. I don't know. We're not going to get into that. I don't know why this is still such a big debate. Like, why can we not just have a definitive answer if it's 16 or 17? Anyways, let's count them off. We've had the spectral... Okay. Cursed, Departed, Ninjago, Oh, yes, let's talk about... Actually, frick how many realms there are. Let's talk about the Jinn. There was 3 important facts about them. 3 wish per person. A Jinn can't deny a wish, and the 3 rules. In episode 6, all of them were messed up. So, yes, what the frick happened there? Like, when Ericor was first introduced, like, obviously questions started bringing up, okay, like, how, like, what do you mean you have no wish magic without your land? Nauticon had wish magic without his land, yada, yada, yada. Obviously, Nauticon's strength increased with his land, yes. But, literally, all the rules of the Jinn went out the window. Because I'm like, bro, what? I thought if you were in earshot, you had to grant the wish. And now some people will be like, oh, well, that's maybe something the ninja made up. No, because Nauticon was literally trying to avoid Jay and Nia, or specifically Jay when he was trying to make the wish. And yeah. So, what the frick? I mean, I guess... No, because yeah, if Nauticon really didn't want to grant that wish, he'd be like, no. Yeah, the wish stuff has always been kind of messy, but like, yeah. Who will be the new character called? You know, oh, actually, funny you should mention. I feel like the realm of Lee is where Eren's parents are, because Jay's like, oh, in the place they were reassigned is weird. I think the realm of Lee is the weird one. The weird realm. If Thunderfang's power to consume soul relates to elemental power, he has the firstborn. Would have it cause firstborn have the power of all her children? I don't think so. I don't think firstborn is like that. I don't know. Rox alone had 5 wishes. Ericor denied Dareth's wish, and the ninja could wish things that hurted the Dragonians. Dude, when Nia wished for the one Dragonian to turn the bones into jelly, I was like, what the frick, dude? That's insane. Could Otacon give stronger wishes? Could he was a king or prince, and Ericor was not a king? I mean, it could be tied to like the lineage of the Jinn, but I don't think so. I think Jay's pretending to forget his memories. I don't think so. And how could the Lee even look like? We'll see next season. Or second half. Did someone wish him freedom from the teapot? No. Maybe it could be just the teapot rules. Like if the Jinn is tied to the teapot, those are the rules that apply to him. Like he could only grant 3 wishes and he has to grant the wishes. So it might be something that's tied to the teapot, where if a Jinn is trapped in a teapot, he has to follow these certain rules, even if he's married. And Nauticon destroyed the teapot, but I don't think that breaks him from the rules. Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, no one freed him from the teapot of Tyron. I think that rocky shore the graveyard was the Dark Island. Oh, actually, I didn't even think of that. Like, cause I did try thinking, like, what realm could that be? But like, very well could be the Dark Island. Lee is Sushi a weird realm name? Like, you have the first realm, the Never realm, the Departed realm, the Cloud Kingdom, and the realm of Lee. It just sounds weird. I don't think it sounds that weird. Imagine if the Jinn magic worked different because of the merge. That could also be the case. That's actually a good explanation. The administration did send people to the cursed realm, Spectral Land, so season 1, so maybe Aaron's parents were sent there, and that's why it's weird. I don't think they were sent to the Spectral Lands, because then they'd actually be dead, you know? Like, I don't know. I almost did think that Aaron's parents were in the first realm. That land, like, literally in episode 1, when they fight the puppet, this is why I also hate, like, I get why they reuse assets, but, like, the asset, like, Aaron's parents were literally, those assets were in one of the houses after they fought the puppet. I was like, so, Aaron's parents, anyone? But that female asset has been, like, around, like, been used a lot, so. I meant such. Oh, not. I don't know why I read that as. Oh wait, but okay, yeah. I wonder what the monastery for the spectral realm would look like. That's true. Oh yeah, I found a funny mistake in episode 10. Oh, was it the coal? The T-posing coal? And do you think Aaron Object Spinjitzu now has a name? Roz in episode 3 called it Spinjitzu Momentum. Can it be named? Can it be the name of this martial? It could be. It very well could be. Someone mentioned that the 2026 leaks, the ninja have dragon suits, so that has to lead to something interesting, especially now that you mentioned the Oni. Hey, yeah? I heard a new villain is coming stronger than Lloyd and the Overlord. Oh, Oni Warlords? Hilarious. But yeah, that is... What else? Aaron's parents... Pixel... Obviously, the mystery of who put Pixel and Zane in there too. Could it? Was it Wu? Was it Wu? Like, did Wu try to protect Pixel and Wu by capsuling them, putting them in the capsule like that? Huh. I don't know. But yeah, who would have put them in the capsule? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if Thunderfang's soul power released to Elemental power, so you could have then Firstborn would have it too, because it's confirmed that Firstborn has every Elemental power of the children. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I guess so. Thunderfang is yeah, I guess. The fact that Aaron had a confirmed last name before Kaine and Cole is crazy to me a little. True. Ronin Lamau, Crackpot Shadow of Ronin Season 4 reference. Wait, what about Ronin? Oh, that Ronin had a last name before the ninja? So Peacock started buying rights to Ninjago series. That's why some seasons are being removed on Netflix. Is that what happened? Peacock? Damn, the Ninjago rights be flying everywhere, dude. Oh, oh, oh. Huh? Yeah, that is a little bit of a crackpot theory. Yeah, okay, I dig it. I also swear a theory that Zane had a sixth sense in the early seasons because his memory processors was being mixed up with Ice Emperor Zane's processor. Okay, I saw. Oh, okay. I liked how Roz and Aaron went to the Temple of the Dragon Course and they talked about First Ninja Master. That was cool. Apparently, huh? Well, I'll try to do some research on that. Peacock, interesting. Okay, what else? We could go episode by episode. Let me just see the list of episodes. And let's see what jogs my memory. Was the first time the first Ninja Master explicitly stated as Lloyd's grandfather? No, I think in season 1 of Dragon's Rising, he might have been mentioned as the grandfather. I don't know. I'm not sure. Actually, I'd be lying to you if I said I knew, but I don't. So, do I? Okay. The Missing, episode 1. I think it was a solid start to the season. I think Aaron and Sora's interactions are a little cute. Aaron, did I say Aaron? I meant Frack. I think Frack and Sora's interactions are a little cute. I like how Frack is trying to hit on Sora, but Sora's like, oh, we'll talk about Jay. We'll talk about Jay. Now that I'm going by episode, we'll talk about Jay. Yeah, I just think it's like, oh, Frack likes Sora, but Sora at every moment is like, Frack, you disgust me. Bro, she's racist to Serpentine, guys. Probably not. But yeah. What about Jay? Yeah, we'll talk about Jay. You never thought to bring up that you're the grandson of the creator of the realms? Sorry. Yep. What do you think about the Forbidden Five in Season 3? I think they were a disappointment because they basically became side villains and Kurzark and even Rocks, except the Ninjago fight had barely any role. Yeah, I think the Forbidden Five were a little bit underutilized. Well, Sora's from Imperium. I wouldn't be surprised she's a little racist. Little. True. You know what? True. Okay. So, yeah, honestly, yeah, solid start to the season. Also, the interactions between Roby and Wildfire are very cute. I really like the whole like selfie thing. Like, let me like the carrier birds, and so they have the dragons. So I think that's very fun. The Serpentine racism shall not stand. They are the OGs for real, for real. No, literally. Roz was losing his composure when talking about the first Ninja Master. Yeah, bro, Roz hates the first Ninja Master. Sora would get along with Ed and Edna. All three would go to an anti-Serpentine rally. Damn, yeah. Alright, episode 2, The Ultimate Object of Admiration. It's crazy how the episode name is literally the name of the character, of the Cyclops character. I didn't like that as much. I liked the Cyclops character. I thought the Cyclops character was fine. But the fact that the episode name was literally called because like he's like, I am the ultimate object of admiration. I'm like, okay, so we're just gonna shoehorn the episode title like that. Like, you know. It was kind of whatever. That's the episode where the Dragonians stuff and the Oni stuff was like kind of plopped. And I was seeing either some tweets or some Instagram posts that there are a bunch more stuff being hinted in the Oni art stuff that was shown. So I know the Omega was in it on the art, and there's probably and the guy who like kind of designed that said there's more. So I definitely do feel like there's stuff being hinted towards like the Oni, like a war between Oni and Dragon. I feel like that's where Ninjago is headed right now, and that we're gonna see an epic war between the two. So good stuff here. Um, Wildfire is technically also racist. She disguises herself as a lava tide. But, I guess. Sure. The Spectral Lands. Oh my god, guys. You guys have no idea how happy I was to see Moro and just his interactions with Eren. Literally, Moro being like, my biggest regret is like leaving, like the things I did to my master. I'm like, bro, that's good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. It was good to learn more about the Departed Realm and how that works now, in the sense that that's just a crossing for the Departed. The moral return was perfect. In the reaction, I said, honestly, if this is all we get for Moro, I don't care if he doesn't meet up with like Lloyd or the other ninja. Like, I genuinely don't care. I was freaking out a little bit when the ninja were literally right on the edge of the town that Moro was at. I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god. I genuinely thought that they were gonna meet Moro, but then they're like, nope, we're gonna go this way. And I was like, okay. And genuinely I'm happy with it. I'm happy how it happened. Departed Realm lore and character development for both Moro and Eren. This is an example of good fan service. Exactly. Perfect. It was honestly perfect. Like, I don't need like Lloyd to be like Moro, you know. Moro can never go wrong. TBH. I mean, yeah, maybe it was the Source Dragon of Death, but probably not. Source Dragon. Then playing the Moro Master of Wind theme that was good too. It just, oh man, it sucks, dude, that Moro soul got sucked by Thunderfang at the end. Yeah. Do you think the Forbidden Five could be redeemed? Because Zark is really not evil, bro. He's only goofy. He literally asked for the blade. No, I don't think they'll be redeemed. They've done too much, more than Harumi. The Great Zane robbery is next. So yes, thank goodness we saw the return of Pixel. The whole team's starting to come back together. I was actually so mad during the end. The Jin rules were then out the window, lol. I swear Sora and Nia have made more than 3 wish. Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier, how the Jin rules just don't apply anymore, because technically the Jin are supposed to grant any wish. Well, not any wish, but like, if you're an earshot, you have to grant the wish, which Jareth was, and so, yeah, Jin stuff just gone. But yeah, the Great Zane robbery, it was kind of like, sure, Rapton's back, but it did lead to Zane finding Pixel, so it was good to see Pixel back, and her interaction with Zane, and her just being like, what the frick, we're in a merged land, la da la la da. But like I said, this was also the episode where they played the Zane sacrifice music again. And that's what, for me, that literally, like I said, it took me out of it. I was like, okay, great. But it is how we got the Zane upgrade, the big Fig Zane mechanical upgrade. But also led us to not seeing the figure. Which I guess, look, they made that Zane figure exclusive because, he was never going to show up anyways in the show. And the shirtless Zane also never happened. Yay. You're ordering Indian food. Ooh, sounds good. If they beat Thunderfang the next half, they could save Moro. Can't believe they teased Lloyd meeting Moro again after all. No, I think that was perfect. The fact that they teased us like that, oh, so good. But also, yes, I was like, I wanted it, but I was like, oh, yes, no, It had Zane in the title, instant 10 out of 10 episode. True. Almost. I hope they give us flashback of the Forbidden Five when they were young and not evil. I don't. I don't know. Since Source Dragons are made of pure elemental power, then what happen if they stabbed by a Venge Stone weapon. They'd probably die. Actually, that's probably how the first one died. Who knows? I like how Nia is avoiding mentioning Nauticon whenever she's with Ericor. True, because technically, Nauticon is still out there. And is the second Jin alive. She doesn't want the Minecraft YouTuber chasing... What? That's two non-canon Zanes. Crazy. Honestly, yeah. My favorite episode so far is Crashing Together. We finally get to see how Sora and Aaron met and the scene of Sora rescuing Aaron with the flash. That scene was beautiful. Yeah, agreed. We'll get to that, though. But we're actually almost there, yeah. Alone, I can save them. I actually... Oh, this is when Aaron... Hold up. Now, I feel like I need to pull up the reaction now. I think I also started tearing up. There were a couple of moments in the season I started tearing up. F5 was good. Fallen Wishes was good, but really just destroyed the logic of Jin magic out the window. It was good to see Ericor's realm being rebuilt. Their Draconic Majesty's request was the forest stuff, where they went back to the forest stuff and we learned stuff about Ross and his hate towards the first Ninja's master. Oh, and that's why we also learned why they end up going to the underworld, because the underworld has something where they could create dragon icons without all the elemental energy that Ross needed from the tournament of sources. So that's good stuff too. There's a reason that they go to the underworld, not just cause. Crashing Together was again the backstory. I don't know why for a second I thought Crashing Together was going to be a clip show, because I was like, why are we getting so much stuff from like season 1? But then it started like introducing more stuff, or one of them I thought was going to be a clip. I was like, what the frick? But obviously that was just my knee-jerk reaction to it. Chaos Unchained, yeah, it was good battle. And then the Shatter Dragon, honestly, it was a solid fight. Like, it had some really cool moments with the fight. It just did feel like a bit anticlimactic, and I get why, like, Thunderfang... I like, this season, I genuinely thought Thunderfang was going to win, and that was going to be, like, the cliffhanger, but they defeated him. But obviously Thunderfang is going to come back, because he sucked the souls and the departed, so who knows? So, yeah, let me see. I know there was a part I started tearing up. Why is this so... Hold up. Desktop audio. No! Blip, 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 blip. That was episode 8. Crashing. Oh no, that's Thunderfang. Too far. Here. You guys could hear it. Damn, bro. Crazy. I don't know. I teared up at one point. I don't know if it was this. Or was it? Look at him. You can't see me. Say something! I'm too shocked to say anything. Oh. Okay. The tears were coming. Yeah. Anyways, the Pokemon collection in the background goes crazy. Why, thank you. Look at that. Do you think Nauticon would join Aracor after building the new... I don't know. Nauticon would definitely want to conquer that. I feel like Nauticon is just too power hungry. Especially filled with revenge, too. Why do I think the underworld is going to be under... I don't think it's going to be... it could be, actually. I wish part 2 was an apocalyptic season. Yeah. Motion's dragon icon is a dagger and strength is a hammer. Then what weapons do the other dragon icons form into? Some people were saying because strength is a hammer and Cole's powers come from strength, it could be each dragon icon could be reminiscent to each of the ninja's weapons. I know the Source Dragon Emotions is a dagger, but it's like close to like a sword. So it could be that maybe the Source Dragon of Life could be like the dragon icon. It could be a sword. Maybe for the other ones, it could be like a shuriken, nunchucks, etc., etc. But yeah. Yeah, Pokemon collection go hard. I know, right? Also, my figure, guys, I am close to completing my figure collection. I think the one ninja that I'm closest to completing is Cole. Cole's like right there. He's like right there. He just needs one more figure, and Cole's, as of right now, as of currently, Cole's figure collection is complete. There's a couple that I'm still missing in terms of like designs that I want to make but cannot be made currently at this moment. So that's why I think that's why Cole just needs one more. Uno más. And as it will be complete. Elements to go together. Fire and smoke, ice and water, lightning and wind. Lightning and wind, and earth and quakes. I think the Force Focus Source Dragon have a spear because you need to focus. Okay. Oh. Wait, there's... Wait, no. There is... I thought there was no Focus Source Dragon. It's the Arc. It's the Arc Dragon of Focus. What if the Dragon Icon of Life is that random ass weapon that ZX Lloyd used to have the spinner and the other promotional stuff? You know what? That would be a very cool throwback. Actually, that would be a cool throwback. Yeah. Oh, also like the lines that Zane would say, like, Zane, you should not dance with a bird. I learned that that's weird. I like little stuff, like little references like that too. That stuff is nice. I'm like, damn. What a throwback. Zane dancing with birds. No, there. Hold up. No, there is no Source Dragon of Focus. It's the Arc Dragon of Focus. Yeah, it's energy, motion, strength, life, flow, and then the unknown white symbol one. Would it have a bow as an icon? I think it's flow. Okay. Okay. I think so. Yeah. Overall, 7. I think a 7 out of 10 for this season. The season was good overall. Basis, like a good story. I really liked how it was more like driven towards like them wanting to find Aaron as opposed to like the release of Thunderfang. But that does mean that the Forbidden 5 did suffer a little bit. I mean, they had, like I said, they had cool moments. But yeah, I don't. It was good. It was good overall. Do y'all think the prices of ZX Lloyd went down in the aftermarket since it technically appears as a plushie in the show? What do you mean went down? Don't you mean they went up? Wouldn't they go up and not down? No, I don't. Again, I don't think there's a Source Dragon of Focus because there's a freaking Arc Dragon of Focus. They're not gonna have an Arc. Well, it could be. I don't know. I could be wrong. You could be right. Actually, I don't even know. I don't know either. I've bought so many ZX Lloyds. You guys have no idea how many I bought. Here, let's actually count it. I have one. I technically have one for Kai. He's in here somewhere. And then I have a total of 3 ZX Lloyds just for Lloyd. One as his young little self, one without the armor, and then one with the armor. So, yeah. And then I probably still have more, too. I don't know. I bought a lot of ZX Lloyds. Too many. Also, it's kind of nice that he about to flex his ZX Lloyds. I know. Check out the ZX Lloyds. Look at all the ZX Lloyds I have. Source Oni of Hate, Vengeance, Deception would go hard. So, think about it. Maybe because there's 7 Source Dragons, there could also be 7 Source Onis. Or equivalent. So, okay, let's come up with them right now. So, Hatred, Vengeance, Deception. If there were to be 4 more, what 4 more could it be? Hatred, Vengeance, Deception. Hatred, Vengeance, Deception. I can't think of anything. I need Hatred, Vengeance, Greed. Okay. Hey. Oh, wow. Hatred, Vengeance, Deception, Greed. Maybe. Okay. I'll say. Okay, Death is good. Only because there's a Source Dragon of Life. There could be a Source Oni of Death. Okay. Okay, man. Bro's thought about this. Brick Dragon has thought about this. Hatred, Vengeance, Deception, Greed, Death. We need 2 more. Oh, no, not racism. Corruption. I feel like greed and corruption could go hand in hand. So maybe like greed and corruption. One of those 2. Or maybe not. Because then vengeance. I don't know. Deception. So we got hatred, vengeance, deception, narcissism, maybe greed. What are the 7 sins? Because I think that's what you said. So, wait, no more sin. That's what I'm saying. Pride, yeah, sloth, pride. So I mean, let's just see what they are. Because no, okay, definitely not lust. So in terms of sins, it would not. I don't think lust would be one of them. Gluttony would not be one of them. Pride would not be of them. Sloth, wrath, greed, envy. Maybe not then. Glutton, no. Source Oni of chaos, and that's why the Source Dragon denies Thunderfang. Okay, chaos. So, chaos, yeah, okay. So we have hatred, vengeance, deception, greed, death, chaos. Source Oni of decay, no, because that's an elemental power. I was gonna say destruction, but no, that can't work either. Misfortune, that's I think also one of the Forbidden Five's elemental powers. Spoilers allowed in the chat? Yes, this is a spoiler discussion. So yes, Mastery Garmadon. I like corruption because it's Overlord theme, lol. Okay, well, we'll do corruption. I guess corruption and greed are different enough. No Source Dragons based on elemental powers. A Sync Oni, the opposite of Source. A Sync Oni. What? Yeah, I guess a Source. So we got Source Dragons and then Sync Onis. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, what's your spoiler thing, Master Godman? Oh, how do you think Roz got the 2 dragon icons? Good question. Okay, yeah, let's talk about that. Because that's actually a good question. Roz just has, like, infinite resources, dude. He had one of the prismatic blades. He had a random-ass jet in the middle of freaking nowhere. And he somehow was able to obtain 2 dragon icons. It very well, you know what? Going back to, like, Roz's master definitely had to have given him at least one of the dragon icons. Roz got it from the black market. Could be. Holy moly, it's the better sensei that the writers needed to kill off since Wu paid them too much. Roz got them by using elemental power he collected in the past, he said. Wait, did he? When did he say this? Am I dumb? When did he say that? Bro is that one grandparent that hoards everything. True. I was gonna say his Oni Warlord Master probably gave him one of the Dragon. And the Temple of the Dragon Cores. What? Do you think it was passed down to him from the Tiger champion who won the Tournament of Sources? Could have been. I know Ross said he's collected things. Like he collects from a different... But that was the Prismatic Blade he mentioned. Why the frick do I have so many tabs open? Hold up. I'm going to fact check this. In the Dragon... Draconic Majesty. My voice! Knowing the modern day Ninjago is, I wouldn't be surprised if Sora is just instantly in her season 2 part 2 suit, even though she is with Aaron and Ross. I hated the way the storm suits were in. Yeah, I also did not like how the storm suits were introduced. Cole literally just had his out of nowhere. Oh, I forgot to talk about Jay. I completely forgot. Jay was done well this season too, ish. My concern for Jay right now is he is a little bit goofy, but I want to know how far they're going to take the whole... Because they keep mentioning this too, is like that Jay has a shattered soul. Now, we haven't really seen the effects of like a shattered soul, because the only person we've seen that has a shattered soul and also kind of has like this jokey vibe to him, like he could crack jokes, is Cinder. But there's a lot of hatred in Cinder too. Like, he could crack a joke, but there's also a lot of hatred in it. So, we don't know what exactly it means to have a shattered soul. So, like, I like how Jay still has a lot of his qualities. Like, he's a bit jokey. He's, like, has those witty quips. But there's still, like, a lot of that hate in him. And that also can be seen, like, towards, like, the other characters. But my fear is that that's just going to be, like, the whole, like... Jay having a shattered soul is gonna be like, yeah, like we're gonna put that to the side. Just how like Zane's trauma of being in the in the Never Realm with the whole Ice Emperor stuff is gonna be like, whoop, you know. So yeah, that's kind of my thing with that. I hope Lego makes Jay's Mech suit into a minifigure. They're not gonna do that. I do kind of wish they would, but I don't think they're gonna do that. What? No, I don't know. What? She will be a part of 2 images got leaks with some part 1 images, and she's in her new suit for part 2. I plan on remaking that season 2 J-Mech from last year into Rogue's Little Dragon Mech. Okay. I think they may mean Ross said his plan in the past season 2 was to use the element. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. He was gonna use the elemental powers. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Who? No, yeah, he said he was gonna. Okay, where's the scene? Oh, Raz. Okay, let's see here. Now I can't hear anything. Go first, Spinjitzu Master. Do all the OG Ninja have evil variants now? I think... Yeah, I think so. Except for maybe Lloyd. If we don't count his own... His Oni does not count as evil. So maybe not Lloyd. Oh, just kidding, Moro. Possession. Haha, I lied. He created Ninjago with some of the other... I could mute this, actually, so you guys can't hear this. That feeling when Indian food is here. What'd you get exactly, though? I like that Jay's wingsuit as Rogue could be a throwback to the wingsuit. I definitely do think that is a throwback to that. But yeah. Alright, I'm watching the scene right now. Okay. Bro, Lloyd started evil. He was the that. Okay, I forgot. Naan and chicken curry. Ooh, dude, I've been craving. Well, not Indian curry, but I've been craving Japanese curry. Also, the fact that the dragon icons are almost as powerful as the freaking dragon cores is insane to think about. Because the dragon cores are powerful, and Ross has a power item like that. In the depths of the underworld, the casket of bones, forge of the forgotten, is what the spirit said. Yeah, yeah, but that doesn't explain how he got that dragon icon. I don't know, brother. I don't know, man. I don't know. Also, that picture of the ninja altogether breaks its canon, the canon so much. You're talking about the one with the baby, right? Yeah, I mean, Doc White has explained that. It's whatever. Okay, so yeah, I think it comes down to the Roz's master at least having given him one or two of the dragon icons, or leading him towards like getting one of the dragon icons. I love the implication is that the doofuses back in the pilot seasons could have summoned a source dragon. It could very well be. Could very well be. I do wonder how it is that they can do it. All right. I think I think that's all we got. I think we've discussed enough. Unless there's something a topic in terms of the season that you guys want to talk about, but I think I've exhausted everything I could talk about. Unless there's something I forgot to talk about. I did talk about Jay a little bit. They kept the Ferris wheel around. I didn't even notice that. I did not notice that in that image. That's actually great. I love that. I did not notice that. Banana bus. Oh, it's not in the image? Wait, what? Then how do you know? They kept it. Season 5 it was shown that it's still there. But season 5, the thing is though, season 5 reused footage from the pilot episodes. So yes, I'm not saying it didn't, but it was like just stock, not stock footage, just footage from pilots. Because I think it was also the same for when in season 10. Pointers. Anyways, yeah, I think that's all we have for today. That's all the discussions. Unless, yeah, I don't know. That's it. That's all I have. Overall, solid season. It was a solid season overall. I can't wait for part 2. I can't wait for all the new sets that are going to come out. Man, when Lloyd saw and Frack talked in front of Morrow's doorstep for around a minute and did not go in was... it was not... For me, it wasn't infuriating. It was like, oh, yes, do it. No, yes, no, yes, no, yes. You know? Here's my thoughts on Jay. I think Rogue's personality lines up with Agent Walker, but Evil Jay had a personality change that had me hyped up for villain arc. Well, never see. I was a little let down. I see what you mean. Smoked cheese cookie. Taco, what's up? Thunderfang gonna be camping the gate? Dude, yeah, he's spawn camping. He's gonna go, new soul? New soul? Oh, 2 new souls. You know? Thunderfang, yeah. And no one will know. Yeah, no one will know. Because no one wants to go to that departed spectral lands. But yeah, I think that's it. If you guys want to see my reaction to Dragons Rising Season 3, it is available for members only. The cool thing about channel members... Actually, let me check. before I start opening my Yapatron. It is it's $2.99. Okay. So I mean the thing with channel members, it's like a monthly subscription. So if you only want to watch, like, you could do it for a month and watch the reaction and then not do it for the next month. That's up to you guys. I am just gonna put it out there. The reaction exists. It's only for channel members and will only be for channel members. I thought about maybe like releasing a clip or episode 1 to just like to promote, I guess, but you know what? I don't think I will. So yeah, if you want to become a channel member for a month just to watch the reaction, you can. If not, that's okay too. But yeah, it's out there. It exists. The reaction exists in the ether. So yeah. And I missed you, bro. Oh my gosh, it's been a while. It has been a while. I don't think the 7th one is dead because throughout the show it referenced 7 source dragons around. But I think that's just the general. The thing is, though, the people know the existence of 7 source dragons, but no one knows that one of them is dead. Like, they're such cosmic beings that whatever happens to the source dragons, the general population, no one's gonna know, like, about the source dragons, if that makes sense. Like, no one's gonna know that one of them died. There's a hypothetical universe out there where Thunderfang did win and Lloyd stayed dead and they needed Moro to pilot his body. Yep. The one thing people really wanted is that, oh, we want Moro to pilot Lloyd's body. I want to know what happened to Jordana. I mean, she's out there somewhere. I'm very interested in what will happen in episode 17. His dog said that's his favorite episode. Okay. Ross says he needs 6 more icons. Yes, he needs 6 more icons because he already has one of them. Thus making 7 of them. Floyd and Lloyd bros, I am late again. I am sorry to say this, but the stream is at its end here. There was a slightly bit darker tone to the season, yeah. I hope so too. I hope they go in this trajectory. But yeah, I think that's it, guys. I think that's officially it. I think, yes. Imagine how sick it would be if more repossessed Lloyd's dead body. Where is Smoothie Guy? I haven't seen him for ages. I'm not sure, actually. And we see the 7 symbol when Lloyd is summoned by the council. True. That is true. Okay. One question I have is, how is Lord Ross going to use the icons to reverse the merge? No, he doesn't want the 7 icons to reverse the merge. He wants the 7 icons to summon the 7 source dragons, and somehow he's going to do something where then that power will... No, yeah, I think he wants the icons to summon the source dragons and then reverse the merge. I doubt the source dragon Ross kept in Imperium is ever going to give another icon to anyone again. Probably. Yeah, probably. Alright. Okay. Thank you all for watching. Love you all. Good discussion, good theories out there for Ninjago Dragons Rising Season 3. Again, if you guys want to see my reaction to Dragons Rising Season 3, it is available for members only. And yeah, I will see you guys next time, whenever they may be. Yeah. Make sure to watch Dragons Rising on official platforms. I've watched it once on Amazon. I've watched it once on Netflix. I'll probably watch it again on YouTube. I've been watching it again on YouTube because Lego's been uploading them. I know, I'm sorry, smoked cheese cookie. I'll probably watch it again on Peacock. I'm probably going to watch it on every streaming service. And I'll probably watch it multiple times on Netflix. So, watch the episodes, guys. Show that we support and love Ninjago. But yeah, that is all I have for you guys. Love you all. Adios, taco out. Until next time, goodbye. Reach out for the hand. Goodbye. Thank you for joining.